Okay, everyone. As you can see, I'm doing these videos in a series. Notice the costume change? It's just easier for me that way because when I'm primarily a writer, and so it's just easier when I'm in the mood just to do a couple of them and then let it go. Because I'm primarily a writer or I work with people one-on-one in their projects. Okay, so this video is on science and spirituality. More specifically, my backgrounds in material science and spiritual realities. Material science and spiritual realities. Now, I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, not just about my stuff, but in general, there are spiritual skeptics. They like, oh, where's the evidence for that? That's a little weird. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of this, which is why I'm going to do another series on evidence for the spiritual. My point here with this is to let you know that my background is first in science. Bachelor's degree in chemistry with a minor in mathematics. Master's degree in material science. It's a double with material science and energy technologies. Okay, both very practical skills, practical areas. The point is that I do have a grounding in science, in physical science, and in the most hardcore physical science of materials, right? A lot of people like to talk about the material world versus the spiritual world, right? Even the skeptics have their belief that we're only material. Everything is material. Okay, well, let's go with that. I have an actual master's degree in material science. Material science is the study and engineering of any solid material. Includes wood, metal, ceramics, plastics. Something as simple as a pencil. With the wood pencil and the rubber eraser, those are two different materials, but they're materials. Okay. I know everything about putting alloys together, the way atoms are structured, building larger objects. Like I said, there are different types of materials with plastics, ceramics, metal alloys, but it's all solid, physical material for their tensile strength, for the durability, the heat resistance, and anything else you might need. Okay, engineering. That's practical material stuff. So when I say, as I do in these other books and videos, that I have seen an angel, seen multiple angels, been physically touched by multiple angels, that is just as real as any material physical object. Okay? Keep that in mind. With my material science background, understanding science, physical science, and the material world, if I say that I have seen and touched objects that are in other realms or exist in other energetic forms, you can believe, trust me, that I know what I'm talking about, that it is real. Okay? Very physical, very real. I also know that my first job was manufacturing engineer for semiconductor industry. Think about that. Manufacturing engineer. That's a practical job. That job involves going to the factory each day, supervising, making sure that the product is quality control. You need to know every aspect of manufacturing that product and ensuring quality control for that product. Very practical. And for semiconductor, which is a very practical material. Okay. So I know that in all my books and the videos that I do, I talk about some very unusual things. Can't help it. I just happen to be one of the few who has the abilities to experience and touch and see these other realities. I just do have those abilities that very few people have. I've had those experiences that very few people have. But they are very physical. The metaphysical is a type of physical. Other realms are physical. Okay? Physical. Consciousness exists as physical energies. Those are practical, those are physical, those are very real. Our soul is physical. It has physical energies to them. That's very real, very tangible. Angels are real. You can see them, you can touch them, you can feel them. All this is very real, very physical. Okay. So let's get that out of the way. For all the skeptics out there who wonder, it's like, well, God, he probably was just grew up in some religious cult somewhere and indoctrinated to all believe all this stuff. That doesn't really exist. It's like, no. I was never a religious person, did not grow up in any religious faith, and hardcore physical scientist training and experience. So, trust me absolutely that when I say that I physically touched something, I have indeed physically touched it. When I have scientifically observed something, whether it's in the laboratory on Earth or in one of the upper realms, know that I have observed it. Just trust me on this. Trust, trust, trust. Trust my material science background. Trust my general science background. Trust my understanding of science and practicality. Metaphysical is a form of physical. And whether you're ready to believe it or not, it's all real. Angels are real. Spiritual realms are real. The soul exists. Consciousness exists. Our eternal soul, ethereal body, reincarnation, telepathy. It's all real. Physical, tangible, real. Okay, I think it's enough on that.